Okay.
Yeah, this view is much better.
Okay.
Did you do the pin? Carrie did the pins?
No, I didn't do them.
We're finally doing Breast Cancer Awareness Month at the end of the month. Excellent.
Okay, I think I'm ready. Good morning, Sunny Kirley. Yeah. Okay, good morning. I will call this meeting to order. Commissioner Davidson is present and Jessica Clayton is sitting for Commissioner Mon. Notice of this meeting was properly posted on October 24th, 2023. And we have a very special guest to lead our opening prayer. Miss Debbie Justice, I believe, is a guest of Vanita Hoover. So why don't you come up to the microphone and I will read your bio for everyone. So Debbie Justice is a breast cancer survivor. Miss Justice is a member of the Project 31 leadership team. Project 31 was founded by two-time breast cancer survivor Sarah McLean. Throughout treatment and recovery, Sarah realized that even when the physical damage was healed and doctors said she was in remission, there were a lot of emotional and spiritual issues that were affecting her relationships, her marriage, and her ability to get back to life. So Project 31 was created to help women who find themselves struggling in the same way. Through peer-to-peer relationships, mentoring, support groups, activities, events, counseling scholarships, and more, they are present to provide the resources women and their families need to heal from the scars that breast cancer leaves on your heart. Ms. Justice, would you like to lead our opening prayer?
Please stand. God, I thank you for the honor of being here to represent women affected by breast cancer. And Father, we are grateful for this group of people that give of their lives and their time to make decisions for our city and our state. I ask that you would give them divine wisdom and discernment. May they have the ability to look at issues from your perspective as they make the tough decisions. Lord, I ask that your blessing would be on them as a group and on them as individuals and their families as they serve our state. Thank you, God, for your love and your care that you have for each of us. Amen.
Amen. And I'll start our pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Debbie. Okay, item number 1, approval of our minutes from October 18th.
Motion to approve minutes.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item number 2 are claims.
Move the claims.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Chantel, any changes to the blanket? Okay.
I just have one addition. This is a contract that was approved at the last BOCC meeting and PBA meeting. It is 124-02944. It's one of the purchase orders associated with the Lingo contract, the CMAR for the Crafts building. So just through the blanket purchase order process, it has to come before the board for approval.
Is that the Lingo contract that was referencing the sheriff's deal that Stacy Trumbo was just in the paper for yesterday?
Sure.
We have a new Hollywood star up here. Motion to approve with changes.
I'll second that motion.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And our consent agenda. Any changes?
Approve consent.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. And item number 13, last week we recognized Mr. John Pettis Sr. And his, I think, 30 years of service to Oklahoma County on our Home Finance Authority and our Board of Adjustments. He attached is his resignation letter. And so I just wanted to officially receive his resignation. So I'll move the item. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And item 14 is to appoint his replacement to the Home Finance Authority. Dr. Andrea Benjamin's bio is attached. She is very excited to serve and is a resident of District 1. I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And Ms. Hoover, item 15 is our resolution recognizing Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I believe the resolution should be attached, but let me make sure. It might not be.
It's not.
Okay. I think it didn't quite make it on the agenda, but I have it right here in front of me. Hold on one moment. Would you like to introduce the ladies you have here with you?
I have Sally Colbert and Debbie Justice. And I don't know if Deborah McDonald got to be here. There's Deborah. Deborah, come on. She's a breast cancer survivor too. And she's in your accounts payable.
Wonderful.
And we're all part of the Project 31 community.
I love it. And you all got to hear a little bit earlier of what Project 31 is all about. So thank you, ladies, for being here. And I think these pins are from
Us. And that we did put
Okay.
some more stuff in the back if anybody would like to take anything.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Oh, you already have yours on.
Well, my mom is a 2-time breast cancer survivor, and both my grandmothers were breast cancer survivors. So I'm happy to hear about what Project 31 is doing. So, okay, I will read the resolution. A resolution recognizing October as National Breast Cancer Awareness Month in Oklahoma County. We got it in right here at the end. Whereas breast cancer is the most commonly diagnosed cancer and the second most common cause of cancer death among women in the United States and in Oklahoma. And whereas in the United States, 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime, which is 1 person every 2 minutes. And whereas nearly 300,000 women and 3,000 men in America will be diagnosed with breast cancer just this year. Whereas this year, approximately 2,700 women in Oklahoma will be diagnosed with breast cancer and 520 will pass away from it. Whereas in 2020, cancer accounted for 1 of every 5 deaths in Oklahoma, representing the 4th highest cancer death rate in the nation. And whereas most breast cancers are detected by the individuals themselves, and early detection can make the difference between life and death. And whereas many women are reluctant to have screening mammograms for a variety of reasons, such as the cost of the testing, the lack of information, or fear. And whereas access to screening mammography is directly related to socioeconomic status. And whereas inequities exist in breast cancer treatment for under-resourced communities across the country and between Black and white women. And with women facing a 40% higher, with Black women facing a 40% higher mortality rate. Whereas it is projected that more women will use this life-saving test as it becomes increasingly available and affordable, and the 5-year survival rate for localized breast cancer has risen from 78% in the 1940s to over 90% today. We have made significant progress, but recognize the ongoing need to destigmatize breast cancer and work towards ensuring that all have access to quality care. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of County Commissioners of Oklahoma County do hereby declare October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month in Oklahoma County. Be it further resolved that the Board of County Commissioners of Oklahoma County stand in solidarity with breast cancer survivors, those still fighting, and those who have lost loved ones. Furthermore, the board, expressing solidarity, encourages all county elected officials and employees to wear pink on Friday, October 27th, to stand with those affected by the disease. Approve this 25th day of October 2023. I will move approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So you all heard that. We are encouraged to wear pink on Friday. I was a little early. Maybe I'll wear this again on Friday. So thank you, ladies, for being here and for standing up for trying to get other women the help that they need, and we really appreciate you.
Yeah, and if anybody ever, I'm working the law library and the law library director, but if there's anybody that ever has this diagnosis or someone with it, if they want to talk or they want to get information, my door's always open.
Thank you, Anita. And the law library, for those of you who might not know, is across the way, second floor in the courthouse. So thank you so much, ladies.
Carrie, you want a picture?
Would you all like a picture? Okay. Okay, district number 3, item 16.
So item 16 is a art competition that Commissioner Blimert, when we moved to the 6th floor, we noticed that there was a large vacant wall that was quite ugly. So we started brainstorming about ideas to make it look better, similar to what we got here. And we thought, what better than to have an art competition with all the schools in our district? So that's where this idea came up. And so we can read the proclamation here, and it's proclamation congratulating students for their participation in Commissioner's Art Competition. Whereas the Oklahoma County High School Art Competition has successfully showcased the creative talents of young artists in Districts 1 and 3, offering a platform for artistic expression, and whereas these young artists have used various mediums to explore and celebrate the profound beauty and different atmospheric elements that define our skies, displaying an admirable mix of creativity, originality, and deep appreciation for nature. And whereas the selected artworks are proudly displayed on the Oklahoma County Annex Building's 6th floor, symbolizing the beautiful convergence of art, nature, and community. And whereas each winning artist has been duly recognized and honored with a certificate from the Oklahoma County Commissioners Blumert and Davidson, marking not only their outstanding artistic achievements, but also the promise of many more creative endeavors to come. Whereas we extend our heartfelt thanks and gratitude to Allied Arts for their invaluable assistance in judging the art submissions, their commitment to promoting and nurturing the arts in our community, and truly commendable. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of County Commissioners of Oklahoma County extend their heartfelt congratulations and deepest commendations to the Oklahoma County High School Art Competition winners. Be it further resolved that we celebrate their artistic excellence and acknowledge their valuable contributions to their schools and our joint Oklahoma County community. Approve this 25th day of October 2023. Oh, and Sunny's here with us. She was our judge, wasn't she? Yeah.
Among your judges.
Okay. I mean, I don't think we could do any better than Sunny, having
No.
Sunny as a judge. So
No.
with that, I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, and I think after we vote, do you have the list of students that are here?
I do, if
Okay.
you want to read it off.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and vote. So all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So I think we have students here from Dell City High School, Jones High School, Millwood High School, and Carl Albert High School. Oh, and Deer Creek High School and Classen SAS.
That's correct. Do you want to read off the winners?
Okay, I'm going to read off the winners. If you hear your name as a winner, could you please stand up? Okay, from Dell City High School, Bria Boyd, 10th grade, first place. Yay! Isaac Hood, Dell City High School, 10th grade, second place.
Olivia? Does yours say Isaac? Mine says Olivia. Is it Olivia or Isaac? Either or. All right.
Kennedy Johnson. Couldn't make it today. Okay, so those are our first, second, and third place students from Dell City High School. Congratulations. Okay, Jones High School. Isabel Fusel? Did I pronounce that correctly? 10th grade. And Julianne Richards, second place. And Millwood High School, Anaya Pete. Anaya Pete was first place. Kalisha, did I pronounce that correctly? Kalicia Williamson, second place, 10th grade. And Michaela Sumter, third place. Congratulations, ladies. Okay, Carl Albert High School. Lars Brewer, first place, 12th grade. Caitlin Grove, second place. And Riley Reese, third place. Wonderful. Okay, Deer Creek High School. First place, 11th grade, Eli Stump. Second place, Caitlin Eve Summers. Couldn't make it today. Third place, Priya Patel. Okay. And we have one winner from class in SAS, Rania Zebri. Okay. So I believe Sakina, as soon as we're done with this item, the students are welcome. Am I correct? They're welcome to go up to the 6th floor and see their artwork displayed. And we have some snacks for you all.
Yeah, lots and lots of
Yeah.
snacks. And we'll be permanently displaying these until the next one in the spring.
Mhm.
And I haven't spoken with you about this yet, but what what I intend to do is start raising a little bit of money. We need to set up a 501c3 and start
Okay, cool.
and loop in District 2.
Cool.
And let's just make this countywide and start doing some art competitions. And maybe we could work more with Sunny to actually have them done during the Arts Festival, and we can do it all around that and
That'd be cool.
start handing out some scholarships.
Cool.
So,
Sunny, would you like to say anything about what your experience was like judging our student art?
The one thing that I was thinking as we sat here and talked about this presentation, Commissioner Davidson talked about nature and about community. It also was really impressed on me reading the descriptions that went with so many of your pieces of art, how much you talked about family too. It was really meaningful. There is incredible talent in this group and incredible talent in these districts. So thank you for your commitment to art and to education.
Sunny, would you like to maybe take a photo with all of our winners?
I would love to take a photo.
Okay.
Let's take a photo.
the most photographed woman in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Just let me get some photos. Hold it. Hold it. Oh.
So you all are welcome to take the elevator up to the 6th floor. And Miles said this a minute ago, but we want to thank Sakina and Colton for helping organize this. This was our first time doing this, and they did an awesome job. So thank you, Colton and Sakina.
And Taylor Royals.
And Taylor,
From our
where's Taylor?
She's actually upstairs waiting to receive
Oh, okay.
everybody
Okay.
and start handing out snacks. And please come upstairs and eat snacks. There's
Yeah,
more
anyone
snacks
is welcome to
upstairs,
come
but
upstairs.
It does not need to. Anything that's not eaten is going in your office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's not coming to mine.
Okay.
That's a lot of sweets. Jessica, you can take it with you. Don't be laughing.
I'll take it.
All right.
Okay. Item 17.
Item 17 is a proclamation condemning Hamas and terrorist attacks on Israel. Whereas on October 7th, 2023, the terrorist organization Hamas led a series of surprise attacks on Israel, which resulted in the death of thousands of innocent people, including children. Whereas Hamas is declared by the United States as a foreign terrorist organization. Whereas Hamas uses violence, fear, and civilian targeting tactics to attack the people of Israel due to deep-rooted anti-Semitic beliefs. Whereas Israel has the right to defend itself against all forms of violence, including armed aggression and terrorism. And whereas Israel is one of the United States' strongest allies, and we as Americans have a duty to provide support for the innocent lives being attacked in the Holy Land. Now therefore be it resolved, terrorism is a hindrance or horrendous and detestable form of violence that deserves the strongest condemnation and intentionally targets innocent civilians, causing immense suffering, loss of life, and widespread fear. Hamas is an anti-Semitic group, hate group, and no American should support such a group of terrorists who kidnap, rape, murder, and attack innocent civilians. Be it finally resolved that we encourage the people of the United States of America to stand with Israel during this time and denounce Hamas and all forms of terrorism across the world. Approve this 25th day of October 2023. And with that, I'll move approval.
Okay, I'll second.
Thank you, Commissioner Davidson, for bringing this forward. There is a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Just one more thing about this. As this prolongs, everybody needs to understand that we have husbands, fathers, wives, mothers, aunts, uncles, brothers, and sisters that are starting to be deployed and moved over, and we need to keep all of those families in our prayers and hope for a quick resolution to this.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you. Okay, item 18, our assessor's office. This looks like a lease for a mailing machine. I will move approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Item 19, Eric.
Eric's on vacation. This is
Okay.
actually a REAP grant submitted on behalf of the town of Arcadia. This is to realign and redo a road there in Arcadia that is in desperate need. A lot of their roads were built and not really put on the plat. So we're going to be moving it over, assuming that we get approval. So I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. And our sheriff, under sheriff, you have items 20, 21, and 22.
Yes, items 20 and 21 are both donations that we're seeking board approval to accept. First one is some dog food for our two canines and a piece of history memorabilia from the Indiana State Police. The number 21 is there's a letter associated with this agenda item that specifically identifies by serial numbers some firearms that Francis Tuttle wishes to donate. They purchased these firearms for their law enforcement cadet program. They used some accessories that they can add to those firearms to allow them to be used in scenario-based training, scenario and stuff. They've since kind of moved away from that. They don't have any need for these things anymore. They're things we can use in a training environment. So we're just asking for your blessing to accept them. And the third item is a contract renewal for our OMES for
Internet. Yeah.
internet access for headquarters building.
I'll make a motion to approve items 20 through 22.
I'll second.
Can you tell me a little more about your two canines?
We do. We have two canines. Both are assigned to our SITGO task force. They're both narcotics detection canines used on highway interdiction. They get called out to use for some other things, but most of their job is up on the highways. Each one of these dogs are hanging crazy numbers of illicit marijuana leaving and entering the states. Fentanyl is the big thing right now, so there's a lot of fentanyl, a lot of methamphetamine. I think we took a big hit of cocaine the other day, so we're still seeing all four of the big ones. So it's a good program. It's a good tool. The cost associated with those canines are pretty much absorbed by the monies generated by that task force.
Right.
So it's somewhat of a wash. But good program.
What are their names?
One of them is Grover, and I
Grover?
can't remember the other one. I'm gonna have to get that information for you.
Okay, I would like that information.
I will let you know.
Okay. What deputies take them home?
The deputies that are assigned as their handlers.
I know, but which ones are those?
I believe Cook and Sergeant Berryman.
Okay, cool. Okay, there's a motion and a second to approve items 20, 21, and 22. All in favor say aye. Aye. Thank you. Okay, any commissioner comments?
None here.
No, thank you.
Okay. Any new business? Are there any citizens who wish to speak?
Now there's no executive session.
Seeing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion.
No objection.
Second.
Motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye. Stay.
Okay.
Can't vote, but it's not gonna hurt for you to sit there. In. Oh my gosh, what was that?
You're in. Okay.
Roll call.
Ready? Okay. Okay, I will call this meeting of the Public Buildings Authority to order. Commissioner Davidson and myself are present. Commissioner Mon is absent. Notice of this meeting was properly posted on October 24th, 2023. Item number 1 is approval of our minutes from October 18th.
Motion to approve minutes.
I'll second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item 2 are our claims.
Motion to approve claims.
I'll second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Item number 3 is an agreement with Miller Architects, I believe for our Investors Capital building.
That's correct. Motion to approve.
Is this for the exterior?
It's for the envelope. Yeah.
Okay. I will second. Anything you would like to add? Okay. There's a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. And number 4, additional security measures in metro parking.
Yes.
this. After the events of last week in Metro 1, we met with the undersheriffs, Undersheriff Anderson and Undersheriff Holmes, a representative from D3 and D1, to discuss additional security to be provided for those people who park in the parking garages. We've had issues like this before, and I want to thank the Sheriff's Department for meeting with us to help determine what measures we need to take to improve the security and the safety of the people that work here and come here to do their business. Sheriff Anderson has some suggestions, areas of improvement that we can discuss and hopefully fund and implement.
So when we walked down, we came over, we walked around, looked at some things. We kind of figured out, looked at what had happened that day, and we discussed some options. I think we moved in, and I saw they moved some, I believe what you guys call jersey barriers in. There was a concern about a vehicle going through the windows right there at the exit point at the curve. So I think we took some measures to dramatically reduce that possibility. The other part of it is just additional presence is just going to require some budgetary resources. I mean, we've got one guy that's one PBA assigned person over there. I believe he responded pretty quickly. His vehicle was parked there. Actually, the first thing that we thought after that the shots had been fired and we had people respond, we found shell casings in close proximity to that marked car, and a bullet strike on one of our deputies' personal cars. We thought it was just a shots fired event that they were shooting at the cars, just out of frustration or anger or whatever. Later, we determined that it was somebody else actually shooting at a car as they were leaving. We pretty much determined at this point that nobody was shot at Metro 1. There was 2 other scenes between here and OMH where some things happened, and we're pretty sure that's where the people that were shot actually caught the round. So it was a unique situation. It's just more it's just the continuance of gang violence that's happening in our community right now. We've got a couple factions that are kind of at it with each other. And that's what everything is shaking down to. That it was a predetermined. It appears that I believe our suspect, our shooting suspect, what he did surrender himself last night, so he's in custody. They're using juveniles to do their dirty work, for several different reasons. It's an unfortunate situation, but regardless of that, if we're going to make any significant changes over there, it's going to require some people and some financial resources from this body. We talked about putting in almost like a guard shack, a small. Some of you may have seen we have watchtowers that elevate. They're on a trailer. They elevate. Basically, we'd like to come up with one of those so we could just set on the ground over there, mark it, make it very visible. Sheriff all over it. Maybe some red, blue flashing lights to kind of deter some of that, and give that a point of a place where that person could be assigned or retreat to or advance to or whatever, regardless of what was going on. So lots of discussions. If these discussions need to move forward and get specific with dollar amounts, we can provide those numbers. We're just kind of waiting for some direction on what you guys think you can shake loose and what we can do to meet those needs within those parameters. Questions?
Keith, would funding for, I know personnel is different from capital expenditures, but do you have money in your PBA budget to pay for some of these things up front, or are you going to need to ask for more funds?
We don't have this additional need in our budget, but we would ask for money, and we can begin to assemble pricing and costs associated with this. I think it's needed.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the other things that I've thought about with this particular project after meeting with them on site is this is absolutely what bond funds could be used for.
Okay.
I mean, the security of the people
Right.
of the utmost importance. Right. So Yeah, I think this is definitely something that we need to add to a potential bond list, should we release some.
Okay.
So,
I think it would be helpful to us if we saw some pricing and a list of what capital expenditures and personnel monies that you need, and then we can start deciding what we can fund now and maybe what we can fund if we do PBA bonds in the future.
I'll begin to assemble those
Okay.
quickly and have some numbers for you at the next meeting, I hope.
Okay.
we don't have a concern about weight load or anything like that on that spot, do we?
That's a portion of the issue, and depending on what kind of a structure is built there, I'm certain we'll have to do some kind of a structural analysis.
All right.
And I appreciate you both bringing this today and working on this. I want our employees who, and I think all the commissioners would agree that we want the employees who work here and the public who comes down here to feel safe when they come down here and to be safe. And so whatever we can do to make that happen, I think we all will support. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Motion to receive report.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And item number 5, it looks like we have one parking space to approve. Wait,
That's great.
why do I have? Number 6 is also a parking space.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So do we have a motion on items 5 and 6?
So moved.
I'll second. All in favor, say aye.
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 Big day motion on item 7.
Yeah, item 7 is an official notice to our current tenants in the Investors Capital Building to be out of their units by January 31st, 2024. This is in preparation for the renovations we're going to be doing in that building to get ready for our entire district attorney's office to move in. Mr. Monroe, could you let us know how you're going to communicate with our current tenants?
We'll send notification by certified mail. We'll hand deliver copies, and when I see them in the parking garage as they come in and out, I'll make sure that everybody is aware. I think this is enough time that they can find other locations to do and conduct their business. I know a number of them have already made arrangements, but this is a generous amount of time.
Okay. Mr. Barnes, did you have something to add? Okay. So there's a motion. I will second item 7. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any citizens? Any new board comments? Any new business? Seeing none on all of those items, I will move. Commissioner Davidson move to adjourn, and I will second. All in favor, say aye.